My CS2 inventory is worth $20,000 during the worst market crash that I've actually ever seen. The hype is gone and CS2 investors are generally leaving the market right now. And a lot of skins are currently crashing up on the markets, as you can see. For example, this M4A4 Hellish from the Train 20 and 25 collection. It has crashed so much, even the Faction New condition at a certain point in time was selling for 660 euros. And there's already people panic selling these for 49 euros, which is absolutely insane in the Faction New condition. So the question is, what the hell do I do if I've already invested $20,000 into this market and into these skins? Because nowadays it really feels like you should sell all your Faction New skins because they've been manipulated or something happened to them, and Minimumware is the way to go because they're currently sitting at all-time lows, most of the K skins, and ever since the gold trade-up update, the K skins have become even more better investments than cases, at least long-term. That's my opinion. But for example, the Hydra case is selling for like 50 euros and nobody's opening it, so this defeats the purpose. And yes, I'm not talking about all Faction New skins because some are always like float capped or something, for example the 5.7s, berries and cherries. Do I sell everything? Do I hold? Or is this a very nice momentum to acquire some more CS2 skins down the line? I was buying this AVP for around 180 euros, and at a certain point in time this skin was selling for 1000 euros up on the Steam community market, which is very insane, and I actually did not sell it, which was one of my biggest mistakes. And yes, it's kinda insane that in the minimum wear condition this skin was selling for 160 euros, even cheap up on third-party websites. Kinda insane considering this skin was reaching all-time highs of almost 1000 euros and 71 to be exact. If you're buying or selling skins, Manco Store has over $4 million in items listed. You can instantly sell or deposit or even set your own prices for the items, how much you want. You can also cash out, use different type of deposit methods, and you can even sell your Steam cards up on this site, which is very great. And also they've gotten Steam level up services, so if you want to boost your Steam account level, this is the way to go. So if you're looking to buy or sell your skins, Manco Store is the way to go. All the links are in the top of the description, go ahead and check them out, and also join the giveaway. If you want to participate and win this skin, go ahead and scan the QR code up on the screen and enter. And also you will have the chance to win this Desert Eagle print stream as well, so there's 2 skins for you guys to win. I wish to all of you the best of luck. Definitely go ahead and scan the QR code so you can participate in this giveaway. And thank you Manco Store for sponsoring this video. Ever since we've been going lower and lower, this item has been crashing. As you can see, it's still very rare, there's just not a lot of demand for these. And with the new Armory collections introduced to the game, I think it has a lot of similarities right now, because nowadays we never really know how long is Valve gonna keep these collections in the game. And the Overpass collection will be actually going, my prediction is this September the Overpass collection could be removed from the Armory. And if your budget is not that big, for example, sometimes the field tested condition is selling for a very similar price, maybe slightly under. And nowadays during these markets they can reach also all-time highs of, for example, 744 euros. It was absolutely insane. Yes, only 5 pieces were sold for that price, but also as you can see they've been selling for 500 and 600 euros. They've been definitely exploding, and ever since they've been going lower and lower just because the demand is not there for these collections anymore. It's just the same like with the Desert Eagle Starcade. And it is time to reveal the winner of the AVP Black Box giveaway. As you know, once a week we host a giveaway and I choose a random video that I've uploaded throughout the week. Let's go ahead for yesterday's video. So if you're early up on my channel, you have the most likely chance to win at these giveaways. 114 total comments, and the winner of the giveaway is Nexer Fun. Good luck in the giveaway, congratulations. Just like that you won yourself some free skins. And don't worry, we got you with another giveaway, the Desert Eagle Eastern Enigma from the new Arabesque collection. If you want to participate and win this skin, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below. I will be choosing a random comment. All you have to do is to put your Steam trading into your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin right away if you win. I mean, I need to be honest, I absolutely love my Desert Eagle Starcades, and all of them are in the minimum wear condition, and the other ones are also around the same area. The Desert Eagle Starcade is one of my most favorite deagles in the game. One of my most favorite collections is also the graphic design collection, and to be honest, these skins have been crashing so hard up on the markets that I really do believe that right now could be definitely a great opportunity to acquire some of these. Up on third-party websites, these are selling for the same price that they've been sitting at prior to the discontinuation, so that's why I think it's a great opportunity. And the Simic has been also dropping, and these are the direct trade-up skins for this gun, and they can actually be used up, unlike the Simic and the M4A1S Fate, which are crashing. And it's not the secret, this was probably one of my worst investments in CS2 history. I was buying these M4 Eonis Fates for 300 euros each. I had 3 of them. I managed to sell one of those for 290, so lost like 10 euros upon those. This was not the worst investment, but ever since I've been holding 2 more and they've reached like all-time lows right now. And as you can see, it hasn't been treating us very well. It was only crashing and crashing, and I think it can go certainly even lower just because the supply is super huge. There's over 110,000 of these in existence, and they can be used up. Maybe only a few accounts can get banned with some of these in the inventories, but this is not gonna help anyone. Also, I think this is a pretty decent investment, the USPS Blood Tiger from the Esports 2014 Summer Collection. Yes, nothing special at all, this is an old school skin, and to be honest, I will be going here for the minimum wear conditions. You can find these easily in pretty low floats, because they're still kinda liquid, even though it's not the most beautiful looking mil-spec skin, right? And the factory new conditioner was pumped at a certain point in time, selling for 57, even for 60 euros up on the Steam community market, and ever since they've been going lower and lower, which is very unique to take a look at right now. Also, the Negev Bratatat from the Esports 2014 collection as well is also just a mil-spec skin, and I think that the minimum wear conditions are pretty much undervalued. If you haven't seen this skin, yes, because nobody is using the Negev actually, and you don't even find these nowadays. In the past year, the minimum wear condition has been slowly but surely rising. No accumulations were happening, unlike the factory new condition. It was kinda slow. There's way less demand than for the minimum wear condition, and it's less expensive than the factory new one. That's why I think the potential is certainly there, ever since the Esports 2014 collection is very rare and the case itself is already expensive. And if you're wondering what's my most expensive item that I have, it's probably gonna be this butterfly knife Gamma Doppler. I was buying it for around like $1,800. Yes, it's kinda overpaid. I know the items have crashed. I've lost around like $150, $200 up on this knife, but I'm still kinda happy that I got to use it, and I'm not gonna sell it. I'm just gonna keep it just because it's my play knife, obviously, right? One of my newer plays was this AK-47 Auto Exec. I bought it just to use it as a play skin because it was a perfect combo for my ultraviolet gloves, and I also like these. I mean, I absolutely love these gloves because I think they're mirrored. It's a well-worn condition, pattern template 227. It's pretty decent float, I would say. Also that they're mirrored. I like the ultraviolet color a lot, and there's only a little bit of the blue vice color to it, only up on the fingers, right? Also, it's one of my first sapphires to own, the skeleton knife Doppler sapphire. I think it's a pretty cool knife, yes, but I don't use it too much because, well, it's cool, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not one of my favorite knives in the game, generally speaking. I was cleaning my toilet, and then after the toilet cleaning, they started looking like this, the specialist gloves pillow punchers. In the Battle Scout condition 0.63, and also the pattern template is 793, which is a pretty good tier pattern, I think. And the most stable investments for me were these PP Bison's Judgment of Anubis. I have a few of these. Most of them are in the minimum wear condition, a few of them also in a very good field tested one. And these skins were very cheap after the gold trade update. Still, I was accumulating these, and I've also sold a lot of these because I have made a lot of profit up on these. I've been using the blue phosphor ever since. I mean, it's one of my most favorite skins in the game. At a certain point in time, this was my dream skin, and that's why I went ahead and got it. I know this skin has crashed up on the markets quite significantly, but I'm still gonna keep it, not selling. And most of my skins I was buying very recently, because I've just gotten into CS2 investing maybe 1.5 years ago, somewhere in that area, and I'm still kinda new to CS2 investing, but still progressing, doing my own investments, doing my own things up on the markets, you know? And this has to be one of my most favorite AVPs in the game. I've been using it ever since I got it. It's a pretty cool skin, unfortunately only in a minimum wear condition, 0.111. Of course, my Be the Monster, but I don't compare it to the M4 Eonis Fate, because unlike the M4 Fate, I still have a lot of belief for the AK-47 Be the Monster. I think one day, when it gets discontinued, prices could certainly go up there, because nowadays way less people care for the Armory and it can be abused. I was buying this skin for 220 euros, and yes, it's like the Simic. It has been selling for way cheap up on third-party websites, well, at least slightly cheaper, and ever since this skin has been reaching all-time highs of like 700 euros, which is also insane, and I still haven't sold these skins, which was also my second biggest mistake in the game right now. I'm not gonna lie, I probably should have sold my skins, but at this point I'm not gonna sell them, obviously, because I really do believe that they can slowly but surely bounce higher, but that's nothing guaranteed. Always do your own research up on these investments, and maybe I'm gonna lose even more money up on these. And of course, I also have a lot of cases, but I'm not gonna show all my cases here because some of them are still hidden in a few storage units here and there, maybe on my brother's account as well. So these are definitely not all my skins, but I'm definitely also really invested in into some of these mil-spec skins, because I think down the line they will be certainly performing very well. Obviously they've been reaching new all-time highs, but I still haven't sold them yet either, which was also maybe a big mistake. Maybe I should have sold into the pump, but I'm not the type of person. I like long-term investments, for example also these Max 7's carbon fibers, which I have a lot of these also as well. M4A4 of Horus, unfortunately only in the field tested condition from the Anubis collection, definitely a very beautiful looking skin, and to be honest I was buying it for around like 300 euros, and ever since it has actually crashed a lot up on the markets, so I actually lost some money up on it. Talking about losing money, the M4A1's Vaporwave from the gallery collection has also crashed in price quite a lot. I mean, this is only in the minimum wear condition, but still these skins are super cheap nowadays up on the markets. They've been crashing and crashing. Just looking at the minimal graph here, and I mean, as you can see, we've been selling for 180 euros less than a year ago, and now we're already under 100 and even cheaper. You can see the cheapest one listed is for 92 right now.